Tonight we begin with one of the less advertised hobbies of the Middle Ages, stealing art. So before you get comfortable, take a moment, like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from and what time it is for you. It's always fascinating to see who's joining us from around the world. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. In the 9th century, the city of Venice had a problem. Not a military problem, not a financial problem, a branding problem. Venice was growing wealthy from trade and slowly becoming one of the most important cities in the Mediterranean. Ships were arriving from all over the world. Merchants were making fortunes. The city's influence was expanding every year. But there was one thing Venice lacked: a really impressive saint. Now, in medieval Europe, saints were not just religious figures, they were marketing tools. If your city possessed the relics of a famous saint, pilgrims would travel hundreds of miles to see them. Pilgrims brought donations, donations brought money, and money built very nice cathedrals. In other words, saints attracted traffic. Rome had St. Peter, Compostela had St. James. Other cities proudly displayed relics of martyrs, apostles, and holy figures whose bones were believed to perform miracles. Venice had a lagoon and a lot of ambition. So the Venetians decided to solve the problem the same way ambitious cities often do. They would acquire a saint, preferably a famous one, and preferably without asking too many awkward questions. Their target became Saint Mark the Evangelist, one of the authors of the Christian Gospels. According to tradition, Mark had died centuries earlier in Alexandria, Egypt, where his body rested in a local church, which meant the relic technically belonged to Alexandria. But technically is doing a lot of work in that sentence. In the year 828, two Venetian merchants named Buono da Malamocco and Rustico da Torcello arrived in Alexandria. Officially, they were there to trade goods. Unofficially, they were there to steal a saint. According to medieval chronicles, the merchants located Mark's tomb and secretly removed the body with the help of sympathetic local Christians. Now they faced a practical problem: getting a dead evangelist past port inspectors. Their solution was clever and extremely medieval. They hid the body in a basket and covered it with slabs of pork. Muslim officials supervising the harbour considered pork unclean and avoided inspecting it closely, which meant the cargo passed through the port without much attention.